Animal Farm. Chapter 1. All the animals gathered at the big barn as soon as Mr. Jones had left for Old Major, the prize-winning boar's speech. He wanted to communicate to all the animals of the Manor Farm after his strange dream the night before.
Now, comrades, what is the nature of this life of ours? Let us face it, our life is miserable, laborious, and short. We are born, we are given just so much food as we keep the breath in our bodies, and those of us who are capable of it are forced to work the last amount of our strength. And the very instant that our usefulness has come to an end, we are slaughtered with hideous cruelty. No animal of England knows the meaning of happiness or leisure after he is a year old. No animal in England is free. Why work night and day, body and soul, for overthrow the human race? This is my message for you. Rebellion.
Old Major had announced that the animals had to make a decision if wild animals are our friends or our enemies. It was agreed that they were comrades. Then Old Major taught the animals a song named Beasts of England. The animals sung it all night long till Mr. Jones had woken up, which had startled the animals. Animal Farm. Chapter 2. Old Major had died in early March. There was a lot of secret activity going on around for the next 3 months. Though animals were astonished that the rebellion was going to take place in their lifetime, the work fell naturally on the pigs because they were the smartest of the animals. Napoleon and Snowball became leaders afterwards.
I know of a place that is a mysterious country called Sugar Candy Mountain. It is where all the animals go when they die. Somewhere up in the sky, a little distance beyond the clouds in Sugar Candy Mountain, it is Sunday 24/7. Clovers grew all year round. Lump sugar and linseed cake grew on the hedges.
Most of the animals had believed the crow, but the pigs had to persuade the animals that there was no such place. Jones was getting wasted at the Red Lion and went to sleep. Then the animals were starving since Mr. Jones had not fed them. One of the cows had broken into the storage shed, and all the animals had to help themselves, which awoken him. So he grabbed his men and his whip to lash at his animals. The animals fought back, which had stunned Mr. Jones. He and his men had ran away, afraid. Napoleon sent out for black and white paint, and then Snowball wrote out Animal Farm and the 7 Commandments, and they named Old Major's teachings animalism.
Boxer and Clover would harness themselves up for the harvest and tramp steadily round and round the field, with a pig walking behind and calling out, "Gee up, comrades!"
The flag is green because it represents the green field of England, while the horn and the hoof signify the future of the Republic of the Animal, which will happen when the human race has been finally overthrown.
All the animals were starting to learn how to read.
I can only learn my name. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D.
The stupidest animals were sheep and hens. They were unable to learn the 7 commandments by heart.
The 7th commandment will now be reduced to a single maximum, which is
4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
This contains the essential principle of animalism.
The news of the rebellion had spread across half of the country, as well as the song Beasts of England.
Oh no! There's Mr. Jones and his men from Pickleton and some other men from Fragrance our way to the farm. Okay, everybody, we need to get in position to ambush Mr. Jones and his men and get ready. Animals.
Boxer fights courageously. As does the human. One single sheep.
Oh
was
God, I
lost.
took a life. It wasn't my intention to kill him.
Don't feel guilty. The only good human being is a dead one.
Molly became a burden on the farm. She soon left Animal Farm for a fat red-faced man. The animal held their meeting in the big barn.
We are in need of a windmill. It could be made to operate a dynamo and supply the farm with electrical power. This would light stalls and warm them in winter, and would also run a circular saw, a chaff cutter, and a mangler slicer, and an electric milking machine. The animals should attend to their current needs, rather than plan for a distant future. Well, it will be a difficult deal to make this windmill, but it will only take a year to build, and once we are done, so much labor will be saved that you will only need to work 3 times a week. The great need to increase food production, and if you waste your time on a windmill, you will all starve to death.
The animal had divided themselves